Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
What I had new tool. Naughty fail.
Good morning. Here we are. The weekend's done, sort of, because it's Memorial Day this Monday morning. And before we get started, I would like for you to remember to say a prayer or have a moment of silence, raise a glass, however you choose to celebrate the memory of those men and women in uniform who have given their life to keep this country free and to keep our rights in where they're supposed to be. All right? A lot of people get Veterans Day and Memorial Day a little twisted, especially people who've never been in the military. Veterans Day are for everybody who's ever served in the military. Memorial Day, however, is in memory of the lives lost from our heroes, and they deserve much, much more. But as you're celebrating today or off work or barbecuing or whatever you're doing, keep in mind that it cost the lives of some very brave people to give you the right to live your life free. So there you have it. So happy Memorial Day. I hope you have a good one. First things first, I'm glad you're here. Like and subscribe video if you enjoy what we're doing here. Also, there's some links in the description below of things I enjoy. They don't pay me. I just actually use these products, and they'd be happy to have you give them a try. So there you go. Hey, look, today we're going to talk about RRR. Now you might say, well, what's that? Let me tell you. The original title is Roar Revolt. It's an Indian movie. You can watch it on Netflix if you have that. Fair warning, 3 hours and 7 minutes. It's not rated, but it's quite violent. And it is beautiful. Look, when you watch something not made in Hollywood, and you realize the quality that's been put into something not made in Hollywood, where there's no message as far as the message, and in movies there's the whole point is the story and entertaining and quality product. It is a huge difference between this movie and movies made in Hollywood today. There's no virtue signaling. There's no garbage. For 3 hours and 7 minutes, it's straight up entertaining, a great story. It's enthralling. It's beautifully shot. Beautifully. The stunts and the special effects are fantastic. Now there's a couple of places where the visual effects are a little wonky, but it's because there's a lot of animal work in this movie, and they didn't use real animals. And once you watch the movie, you'll understand why. It would have been extremely dangerous to use real animals in this movie. This is a fictitious story about two legendary revolutionaries and their journey away from home before they started fighting for their country in the 1920s. This takes place in India against the British, as the British took over. Hey, look. Hey. You guys know how I felt about Debang 1, 2, and 3. And I still stand by it. That trilogy is one of the best movie trilogies ever. RRR has to be, so far this year, the third great movie released. And it is fantastic. There's a lot of it in English, but yes, you will have to read subtitles for a good portion of it. It does not detract from the movie. Some people are going to start this movie and they're not willing to put the effort in, and they are going to miss out. I'm telling you, it is fantastic. You do not want to miss this movie. This movie has done so well here in America, they're bringing it back into theaters at the beginning of June. Now, so if you can see it in a theater near you, I would suggest doing that. I watched it on my TV at home, alright, and it was great. But the visual effects are so good, I wish I could see it in a theater. Unfortunately, our theaters here are not showing this movie. For whatever reason, I reached out to Malco. They never responded, so I guess they could care less to talk to their consumers. That's their business model, evidently. So, oh my goodness. There are twists and turns. There are so many good things about this movie. Chris Gore was talking about this movie. That's how I first heard of this movie. And I've been waiting for a couple months to see it. And I finally got to see it thanks to Netflix having it on their service. No, I don't have Netflix. But that made it available for me to watch. So, on this Memorial Day, yeah, you know what? Actually, that's perfect. That's perfect, actually. If you watch this movie, which you should, make sure you watch the end credits. There is a dance number and musical number. Look, if you watch Indian movies, you're going to be aware. And if you don't, now you're aware. There are musical numbers sparsely put in their movies. But that's beside the point. The end credits of this movie, watching it, it is so amazing to see a country who's made a movie, or a movie's been made in India, and it's obvious that they care about their history, and they stand by their history. America's history has some bumps in it, but you learn from those bumps, and you grow as a country, or even as a person. And these days, Hollywood and the universities have, and even regular schools are so busy trying to erase history that they're not learning from it. I would say the end credits of this movie is one of the greatest things about it. They're so proud of their heritage. And that's fantastic. That's something sorely missing right now in America. You know, I'm over the government apologizing to countries for America. There's nothing to apologize for. That's my rant. But you need to watch this movie. If you love action movies, if you love a good story, this one is top notch. So far this year, we've got The Northman, we've got Top Gun Maverick, and now RRR. Amazing. A trifecta in 1 year so far of great movies. I hope this trend continues. It's nice to be able to watch something new and not throw open my mouth a little. So from Bob, Squeaky Chair, Michael the Microphone, and this big fat nerd, we will see you on Wednesday when we talk about the outfit. Have a great Memorial Day. We'll see you later.